Dr. Rich back at it again. And we got another UK artist on the surgeon's table today. I would try to say his name, but I know I'm going to butcher it. So I'm not even going to try. I just found out I was saying Wretch's name wrong. It's Wretch 32, not 32. Listen, if I ever say a name wrong or I mispronounce something, I apologize. Don't be offended, you know. His name is literally Wretch 32, so I just thought it was just 32, but it's Wretch 32. My bad. But anyway, we got another fire in the booth. I understand that there are more parts to this. We will be checking those out. Make sure you hit that notification bell down below so you know when those drop. But anyway, that's what we're going to be checking out today. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Also, make sure you guys go and follow your boy on social media. Links will be typed up in the description box below where you guys can DM me anything else that you guys would like to see. But without further ado, Mr. UK Artist, you next up on the surgeon's table. Let's get surgical with it, baby. Let's rock.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
Yo. Okay, yo. I like you. You're like a tiger.
Yes, I grew up on a dole in a single parent family. Been through a little bit of tragedy.
Okay.
Yes, I was around drugs and violence before the day that I started secondary. That's part of it, not half of it. Get the picture, the rest ain't necessary. Growing up, got a little caught up. That ain't even half of my life. Also given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. If you saw me, age 9, reading Malcolm, just fine. Teachers still treated me stupid. Students that couldn't speak English, they put me in groups with. The irony is, some of the first man to give me schooling, you were called youngsters. I already explained that we know what the truth is. They used to say, don't be like me. Yeah, I got a name and don't.
He said the irony of this whole situation, my actual teachers weren't even the ones that gave me some schooling. It was the gangsters on the street. Unfortunately, that's the reality for a lot of the youth growing up in, you know, impoverished communities. That's just what it is. It's unfortunate, but he's speaking facts. Talk to us.
On the street, nighttime comes, I can't sleep. It's the part that rappers don't speak. We don't hit the road cause we're thugs. Don't come out the room, wanna sell drugs. If we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? How could I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Judge no one.
How could I knock the hustle to just get by? How do you think I survived? That's respect. Say that one more time for the people in the back that ain't hear you. Touch on that.
Cause we're thugs, don't come out the room, wanna sell drugs. If we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? How could I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child?
You know what I'm saying? I done said that plenty of times. While I don't agree with some of this shit that's going on out in the streets, I understand. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put food on the table, but at the same time, you gotta be smart and you gotta be setting yourself up for what's to come after that. You know, I ain't saying you got to be out here robbing folks or nothing like that or killing folks. But I understand you got to put food on the table at the end of the day. You got to survive. You know what I'm saying? And the unfortunate, I mean, I can get into a whole long speech on all that stuff and how deep that goes, you know, with everything. But to keep it surface level, I get it, you know. But at the same time, like I said, you got to be smart about it, because the only place that is going to, the only destination where that's going to take you is dead or in jail. I mean, you got two options. It's a catch-22. Either you lose or you lose. You either take a big L or you take a little L. Which one you want to take? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be smart and strategic about how you go about that kind of shit. You know, that's not a forever kind of lifestyle. That's a hey, for this moment right here, until I find me a little gig, a little job for this couple of months, I got to make sure the lights stay on. So this is what I got to do. All right, cool. I understand that. You know, like he said, how you think that I survived? Talk to us.
No one done many things wrong, just don't boast about it in songs, but listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are, but you grow when you learn. Travel on cut, one too many man, you know, get caught up. One too many man that could have been doctors, end up spending the whole life boxed up. You learn if you study, so set out just to make them money. No cover, it's all about getting poor people to fight for one another, so it's logical that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dumb.
Talk to us. Talk to us, please. Say that one more time for the people in the back. I'm loving this. Conscious rap. He's not just a bunch of mumbo jumbo that ain't filled with nothing. He giving you real shit right here. This is substance. It's food for the soul right here. It's food. Come up to the table, grab a plate. You understand me?
Just end up spending the whole life boxed up. You learn if you study, so set out just to make them money. No cover, it's all about getting poor people to fight with one another. So it's logical that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. But time is a cycle, not a line. Comes back around, you regain your mind. You be ready for the energy I challenge in my rhyme. Remedy the pedigree, the jeopardy your mind when the world's this. Leverage is a crime. We can all fight with our brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk get $2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with.
He said we can fight over our brother for the crumbs, but it's hard to fight someone who got a gun. Hold on, say that one more time. Say that. I wanna make sure I said that right.
The pedigree, the jeopardy your mind when the world's this. Leverage is a crime. We can all fight with our brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk get $2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with no money's nothing, think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. And don't get confused. Far from broke. All the
I know I keep pausing. I'm just gonna stop pausing it because we just gonna partake in this knowledge that he's allowing us to drink from. This knowledge cup that he's allowing us to drink from. I'm gonna stop pausing it so much because clearly this dude just gonna be giving us game this whole fucking time. I see it. I see it. All right.
$. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with no money's nothing, think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. And don't get confused. Far from broke. All that you see me do I own, but I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where that the diamonds came, but I do literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. And businesses and property. Far from starving, I eat quite properly, and I don't.
All right, I gotta pause. I gotta pause it on that. I gotta pause it. I'm sorry. I got to. He's giving too much game right there. He's giving too much game. He said, I'm not wearing my bank account on my neck. But I guarantee you, my library, your books is worth more than anything you could put around your neck. Come on, talk to me. And the properties. Come on. I've said this time and time again. I've said this in plenty videos. And I don't think people hear me and listen. I'm not trying to be the fun police. Understand me when I say that. I'm not. Have your fun. I got some expensive shit that I want to purchase in my lifetime as well. And I mean, the shit I'm talking about is dumbass expensive. I'm talking like everything included. We talking about, we talking about $4 million. You understand me? So I got some expensive shit that I want to purchase as well. Don't get it confused. But at the same time, I understand that the rich don't get rich by spending money. You know what I'm saying? The rich, and also the rich don't have to look rich. If you ever notice, someone said the loudest person in the room is usually the brokest. And for those that don't know what loud means, when they say loud means the most noticeable. The person with all the chains, the person with the fancy shoes, and the loudest person, the person that stands out the most is usually the brokest. I saw a picture of Jay-Z once. It was side by side, and at the bottom of it on Instagram it said Jay-Z worth $10 million. And it had Jay-Z with a gold chain with diamonds in it. And then it said, the picture next to it said Jay-Z worth like $500 million. And it was Jay-Z in a suit. No chain, nothing flashy, nothing loud, nothing flamboyant, worth $300 million. When you're actually rich, you don't have to put on this persona. You don't have to put up this image that you are rich. When have you ever seen Bill Gates or Warren Buffett wear Gucci? I'm just asking. I'll wait. When have you ever seen Bill Gates come out with some Gucci loafers on? Gucci belt, Fendi, Prada, I mean anything. When have you ever seen it? Warren Buffett? But yet people think that they have to buy those things in order to look rich. You have two individuals in Warren Buffett and Bill Gates that have enough money to buy the entire company of Gucci and have Gucci only make clothes for them, and they don't wear it. Why is that? Because they know that they don't have to put up the image that they are rich. They know that they are rich. Another thing, real quick, and we're gonna hop back into this. One thing that he touched on. One thing that I learned about rich people is rich people spend money on ways to make more money. They have a steady job. A lot of them, not all of them, but for the most part, they have a job where they take their money from and they put it towards ways to make more money, i.e. properties. And then they take the money that comes out of those properties, and that's the money that they use to buy the yachts with. They're not taking their main source of income. They're taking money from things that they're taking the money that they make while they sleep and spending that money while we're spending the money that we're working hard for. We slaving over these dollars, while rich people, oh shit, you know, I made $20,000 last night. Think I might just go put a down payment on a new Jaguar. You know, that's how rich people do it though. Giving us game, man. Giving us real game. Giving us real game. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Talk to us, please.
Not the wealth itself, and don't get confused, far from broke. All that you see me do I own, but I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where that the diamonds came, but I do literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. And businesses and property, far from starving. I eat quite properly and I don't care. I did it for the kids who need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know an asset from a liability, they've never been shown nor told the difference, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian, that's significant, not coincidence. Asian people build businesses not by flossing, going out shopping, giving up the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people, who runs our ish? So we shake our ass and dance as if racism just upped and vanished. But has it? No, it's right on course. You're beaten so bad you're trained to ignore. Let me not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. You can say that.
Lil Wayne said something interesting at one of the at the end of one of his songs a long time ago. That was really, really interesting to me, and I'm saying that because of what he just said. You know, there's more people in jail for petty drug charges than rapists and all of this other stuff. Lil Wayne said, I'm paraphrasing here. He said, you take someone to jail that lived next door to me for a different reason that I live next door to him, because, you know, he was basically saying because he sells some drugs. You move him out, but then you move a rapist down the street. You move him out, take this drug dealer to jail for life, but there's a rapist walking the streets. How does that even fucking make sense? There is I'm gonna say it. There's a fucking weirdo walking the streets versus somebody who was just trying to provide for their family. Yeah, you're a weirdo. If you out here fucking with kids, like, you're a weirdo. Point blank, period. You out here touching kids, you fuck pedophile, like, come on, man. You're a weirdo. I mean, point blank, period. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. You got those individuals walking the streets, but somebody who was trying to make some money for their family to put food in their mouth. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Selling drugs is not the answer. Drugs do fuck people up. Trust and believe. I understand that. I get it. But that's a choice. That is a choice. It's not a choice to get raped. It's not a choice to be touched on. You know what I'm saying? You get the difference. And it's a choice to return to that drug dealer and buy some crack. Granted, it's addictive. It's addictive. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you know, the chemicals and things fuck up people's heads, so now they feel that they have to go. But at the end of the day, it's a choice. You're not dragging that person back to that drug dealer. But a rapist? Come on, man. That's self-explanatory. I don't even need to go into details with that, do I? Come on. Talk to us, brother. Talk to us, please.
Let me not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. You can say they're just locking up thugs. Imagine they're in prison, every middle class kid that had ever held drugs. Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America's private business. They get paid 50k per year per inmate by the state. Just wait, also legally are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Cheap slave labor, big corporations, they come out of jail when they can't get a job. So when we celebrate going to jail, we
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, but y'all know when y'all come to this channel, y'all gonna get my opinions on shit. And it just is what it is. That's what a reaction video is. I'm not the type of person that's just gonna sit here, watch an entire fucking video, not really say much of shit, and get to the end. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And I'm out. Nah. Y'all come here for my thoughts and my opinions, and that's what I'm gonna do. Please. Say that one more time before I get into what I got to say.
Are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Cheap slave labor, big corporations, they come out of jail when they can't get a job. So
how the fuck are you making... I said this... It was a recent video. Probably it was within this past month where I said this. But anyway, there's no fucking possible way or reason why somebody should be profiting off of people going to jail. It's a conflict of interest. Because now that you're profiting off of it, that gives you a reason to wrongfully throw me in there. Because you know you're going to make money off of it. So I don't give a fuck if you did it or not. You know, I'm gonna slide that cop, you know what I'm saying, a little something, you know, something to plant something on my guy, because, you know, he gonna make me X amount of dollars. He said 50K. I don't really know if it's that much money, but he said 50K. We'll go with that. We'll say 50K. State gonna pay me 50K, so I'll slide this cop like 5, you know what I'm saying, under the table if he just plant something on a few people every month, you know, to keep. Come on, man. That money should be getting reinvested back into the prison so we can rehabilitate these individuals, because you have a cycle of individuals that go to jail, come out of jail, can't get a job, have no education, have no way to go throughout society productively. So they go back to prison because they go back to what they knew before they went to prison in the first place. Instead of taking this money and teaching these individuals how to move throughout society, how to be, a productive citizen, you would rather throw him back in jail because you're going to get a check for it? Come on, man. Shit don't make sense. Well, it makes sense to whoever profiting off of it. Literally, it makes sense. That's bullshit, though. Come on. Talk to us.
when we celebrate going to jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement. Add to that the hood, the
God damn, I paused at the wrong fucking moment.
That breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your man? You can say that they're just
say that one more time.
Jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement. Add to that the hood that you live in. Engineered social condition that breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your man? You can say that they're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s, you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics to education to make you proud. But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just slide down to the KKK and other hate groups. Burn those towns to the ground, killing hundreds if it ain't understood.
Black Wall Street. If you don't know what Black Wall Street is, do your research. And you know what I find crazy about that situation is you won't find that in textbooks in the school. It's an important part of history. You know, you won't see that in the textbooks in schools. But you'll read about Christopher Columbus discovering America when he really didn't. Indians have been here. You can't discover something that was already discovered. I'm just saying. And to my knowledge, Vikings had been here before that. So I believe it was Vikings or the Chinese, one of the two. I apologize if I'm, I can't remember exactly which one of those groups. But how are you going to discover something that's already discovered? So that doesn't make sense. So Christopher, who the hell is Christopher Columbus? You know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? Y'all listen. Y'all know me. I ain't never trying to be disrespectful. I'm just having a discussion. You know. You won't hear about Black Wall Street, though. We know who Christopher Columbus was. I'm just saying. No disrespect, no hate, you know, none of that. Y'all know that's not how we get down. We just having discussions.
But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just lie down to the KKK and other hate groups. Burn those towns to the ground, killing hundreds if it ain't understood. You think you were always living in the hood? It's only been 60 years since the hung blacks and burn them, and that was so cool. They were your baskets, picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school. Go see a lynching, have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die. And people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why. If your colour means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses, just dealing with the roots of abuses that make a reality where a generation of young men speak of ourselves as dirt casually. That's America, this Britain. Something similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed? Worse jobs, worse conditions, most tax. Look where you live and yet you go to the pub. Friday night you will fight with a guy, don't know what for, won't fight with a guy. Suit and a tie, you send your kids to die in a war. They don't send the kids to the rich or the politician, it's your kids, the poor British. They're the same to go and die in a foreign land for these wars that you don't understand. Yeah, they say you are British and that lovely patriotism they feed you, but in reality you have more in common with immigrants than with your leaders. I know both sides of my family, black and white, a fed ghetto mentality. Reality in this system, poor people are dirt regardless of shade. But with that said, let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record you couldn't get in. That ain't protecting from all of the stupid abuses they will be living. Kicked in the teeth, stabbed in the street, many times firebombed our houses, put feces through our letterbox, and of course the cops did so much about it. Daily, up to the 80s, people spitting in my palm cause I was a baby. But of course, that has had no effect on why today we are crazy. And none of this was for any good reason. They were just dark and grieving to ease the guilt now for all of this treatment. Constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big that my bricks that are flipping, clips that are sticking, chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion? What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America, private prison for profit. That mean when your kids go jail, people make money off it. So keep environments that breed crime, build more jails at the same time. Market badness to the kids in the rhymes. Long as rich kids ain't dying, it's fine. Get them to the point where some are so lost they actually believe if they don't celebrate killing themselves off. It's because they're soft. Was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Well, was Muhammad...
He's speaking to us. He's speaking to us. We push all of this boom bap bullshit music. We don't get this music pushed. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. That's self-explanatory.
Market badness to the kids in the rhymes. Long as rich kids ain't dying, it's fine. Get them to the point where some are so lost they actually believe if they don't celebrate killing themselves off. It's because they're soft. Was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Well, was Muhammad Ali soft? Nah, I think not, but they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on board is all we could do. We don't control the wholesale production, so who benefits from us moving the food? Or thinking there's no way out of old life, but Malcolm X used to hustle on the roadside. And Marcus Garvey organized more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. Why is it something you can't eat? One of my own homeboys did a 10 straight in the boxing yard. Now what's he doing? Passing his doctorate. Don't tell me that it's too hard. Who trained you to believe you're inferior? Songbo Ebedo in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient moat dug 1,000 years ago. 20 meters wide, 70 down. Round the remains of an ancient town that's 400 square miles around. 400 square miles around. Please don't.
Hold on. He giving me some real knowledge I ain't got right now. Hold on. Classes in session.
Doctorate, don't tell me that it's too hard. Who trained you to believe you're inferior? Songbo Ebedo in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient moat dug 1,000 years ago. 20 meters wide, 70 down. Round the remains of an ancient town that's 400 square miles around. 400 square miles around. Please don't believe me. It was a documentary on BBC, but we ain't studying history. Too busy watching MTV. And MTV said, wear platinum. Now everybody wanna go and wear platinum. And MTV said, pop magnums. Now everybody wanna go and pop magnum. If MTV said, drink prune juice, you will start hearing that in tune soon. Hey, today I wore my Cartier. Is it now more important what I got to say? Oh, and I drive a Mercedes, by the way, so everybody listen to what I got to say. Does that make you all happy? But if my head's still nappy, think for myself, so some mad at me. But on the mic, ain't not one bad as me. All of this here's good for the rhymes. Put us in the same place at the same time, and it's clear to everybody I'm out of my mind. Some of these guys are running out of their rhymes. Clear to everybody that has got ears. I'm the guy that they just might fear, that they wanna get near, but they can't have a peer. Oh dear, I'm hard liquor, you just like beer. Front on the kid for another 5 years. Come to my shows and some criteria mean that much to him. It's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman. Anyone who respects truth we put in. Dudes are like no dinner, we're just putting.
He said, I'm speaking for everybody. Anybody that respects the truth Talk to me, brother. Talk to me. I love it.
Yeah, you're sweet but no substance pudding. You can never ever be with a level on. Our songs get played out there in Lebanon. We speak for the people properly, not for the old fat guys in offices and the girls love him. Ain't fair, he can't even be bothered to comb his hair. Anyway, that's enough kissing my own ass. Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming, knowledge is power. And I ain't saying that'll change rap back, but I do know this for a fact. Right now there's a you on your block with his hands on his face screwed up. So he don't care, don't give a that he won't let nobody call his bluff, but the words go in. Open your shackles once that's happened, there is no going back. Or would you start to see what is really happening? Who the enemy you should be attacking is. So read, stuck on the block, read, sitting in the box, read, don't let them say what you can achieve. Cause when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading. Cause it is well understood that intelligent people will take their freedom. Cause if we knew our power, we would understand we can't be held down. If we knew our power, we would not elevate not one of these clowns. If we knew our power, we wouldn't get arrogant when we get 2 pennies. If we knew our power, we would see what everybody sees, that we're rich already. But never mind, MCs go run for your mummy. I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. That's enough, back to worshipping money. I'm off, back to the study. Man!
You heard it right there. Game. Knowledge. And you know the sad part about all that? I've never heard this a day in my life. Not a day. Granted, I already knew most of this information. Except for the village that was 400 that he was speaking about at the end. That was the giant village that he was speaking about. Or towards the end. You know, it's crazy, man. Like I've never heard of this dude a day in my fucking life. Not a day. I know who Lil Baby is. Excuse me, I shouldn't have said the name, but it slipped out. Normally I don't say names. Forget I even said that. I know who these mumble rappers are. You know? I know the dudes with the 808s and the snares going crazy. I know them. I hear their songs. Hear their songs played everywhere. You don't hear this type of stuff played. You know? And that's why, I was a big fan of Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace, brother. He spoke stuff like this. Jay-Z too. You know? But instead of people actually listening, I'd rather go spend. No, what are you doing? Like at a certain point for me, like it's just logic. You know what I'm saying? But I guess some people just don't have logic or common sense. You know, the crazy thing about common sense is it's no longer common. You know, it's crazy. But common sense will tell you if a million people have walked down the same road and the people that came behind them had the same fate, common sense will tell you, shit, I need to go a different route. But instead, you got all this shit being pushed to the youth, so the youth are thinking this is the only route that I can fucking go. You got a few strays that may take the other way. But you got most of the youth that are taking this route. I gotta be aggressive. If I'm not dying in these streets, I ain't a man. Come on. How does that even fucking make sense, stupid? It don't make no type of sense. You got all these individuals that aren't able to put their pride to the side because somebody told them that they're a punk if they do. How does that make sense? Come on. I mean, really, there's so much that I can talk about with this. I could dive into with this. There's so much, and I literally, y'all know me. I like to talk. I could literally sit here and talk. I can make this video 2 hours long if I need to, if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many layers to everything that he was saying within this. Like you could talk about this for hours, literally hours. You know, but that was a good ass fire in the booth right there. I'm excited for part 2, 3, and 4. I believe there's 4. When I went and checked, I believe there's 4 of these. Y'all can let me know in the comment section if I missed one, or if I was looking. No, I don't think I was looking at the wrong thing, but let me know. Definitely excited for the next parts of these, man, because if they anything like this, he's giving real game. I'm sure there were some bars that I missed, you know, due to the accent and me trying to, you know, keep up with everything. But that'll come with time, you know, with me, you know, checking out UK artists. You know, the accent obviously is a bit different, so it just takes it takes some time getting used to the lingo, you know, to the accent and the lingo and everything. But man, that was one hell of a fire in the booth right there. I thank y'all for sending this dude to me, for real. I mean, he goes into the category with Wretch, for real. Him and Wretch, they own another level. They own another level. They it's crazy, man. Like it's crazy when you sit back and you really think about what he was actually speaking about, what Wretch be speaking about, what Nip was speaking about, rest in peace, what Jay-Z be speaking about, and yet like you still have some of the same bullshit going on. It's like when will people finally listen? You know, when? At what point will people finally listen? Like, how many mumble rappers you know out here worth $1 billion? I'll wait. None. Jay-Z worth $1 billion. Nip, according to Jay-Z, Nipsey Hussle, according to Jay-Z, was about to push $200 million. How many mumble rappers you know out here got that kind of money? That's real money. You know what I'm saying? Like you see all these dudes with the chains and most of that, what people don't understand, most of that is from loans. that's loans to put up this image. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Thank y'all for sending this dude to me. Let me know how to pronounce this dude's name in the comment section below. Make sure you guys leave a like before you go. Please share this video on social media, man. People need to hear this, for real. They need to hear this. Like this is the stuff that needs to be spread across the internet. This needs to be trending. Not for the dick challenge. You know what I'm saying? This needs to be trending. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Dr. Rich, I'm out.